Hey everybody, Goose here, bringing you some more Starcraft 2 action. This time it is in the form of a PvZ, and we're going to be watching the red Protoss Zehreela on the map Tokamak. This is, a few maps in the past, but yeah, we're going to be watching him perform PvZ, see how he does. And in the top right, we're going to be watching Killchicken, who's got 15 out of 14 doing a little extractor trick there. And looks to be taking an early hatch. I did see Raynor do a very similar build to this, and he goes for the Overlord, and then he gets the natural. But Killchicken just gonna run down there, and I think honestly this is working out great because this is a pylon scout, I guess. Yeah, a pylon scout. So he's planning on kind of getting there. Realistically, that's not going to block a 16 hatch anyways, unless he sent that right off the line, which I don't believe he did. He did send it down to make the pylon. Anyways, all of that is to say, normally you can block this if you immediately go across. As such, he's not going to be able to do it, especially not when someone makes a 15 hatch before Ovi. That's super early to be able to deny stuff like this. I don't know if they played in the past on ladder and then he knew he was going to do it, but yeah, Killchicken so far reading his opponent without even knowing it, or maybe knowing it. I'm not sure if they played before. Sometimes you hit the same guy on ladder and you kind of have to vary your strategy up a little bit for that reason, but yeah, not too bad. Zehreela is as far as I know, at the time that this was sent in, he was a D3 Protoss, but I think he's improved to D2. He might be borderline D2. We used to play peepmodes together in the Discord. Haven't seen him much around lately. But yeah, we usually have some kind of event going on. Honestly, it's really sporadic and all over the place when these things happen. I would like it to be like a weekend event. But lately, we've had random Wednesdays that are completely popping off. We have like 10 people in the Discord, all in voice chat together. And then other times on weekends, we're getting together then. But that is the general idea. We want to get together and do some kind of event. So yeah, Nexus before core. Zehreela is... he's allowed to go back to pro protection here. It'd be nice to see that. But yeah, he's going to get his gas, and then he's going to get his pylon. Okay. So relatively standard, safe opener for Zehreela. And we're seeing, there is the pool. He doesn't really know what's coming out yet. He did see that the eggs morphed, so we can kind of assume that there's going to be some ling production based on that. That's generally what you're trying to do with the scouting probe, is you kind of hang around. It's tough with the drone following, but your idea is maybe harass the minerals a little bit, move around. At the time that the pool is done, you want to check to make sure that there's not 3 larvae and then immediately turning into something. So yeah, with that, you can metagame your opponent by, making 3 drones at that point. So, but even still, you can keep the probe alive during that time, so you can confirm that. Speaking of metagaming, it's possible to convince the Zerg, who has full vision of your buildings here, that you're doing a different strategy than you are. If you delay warp gate, that signals that you're going to go for a Stargate, and we see it right here. It is possible to delay it. What I like to do personally is I start warp gate and I start my adept, so that if they're watching and they see it spinning, they already make that assumption. And then by the time I actually need to drop the Stargate, I'm at about 100 gas. I just cancel it. I pop that down. And then if they see it spinning and they go, okay, no Stargate, right? Sometimes that works out. We are seeing a lot of lings coming across the map. This is going to be, very dangerous. It's a huge commitment here. And as we know, there's some Banelings behind it. So yeah, definitely a large commitment here by Killchicken. And we'll see how Zehreela does. I don't think he has any idea this is coming. So he's seen a couple lings get produced. He should know that there's, a few based on the larva hatching that he saw. Okay, so he's making the Oracle, and he's got it chronoed. All right, so we're in the shoes of Killchicken right now. Banes are going in, and they're going to connect with the Adept, and that should signal it's time to go in with all the lings. And unfortunately, an Adept comes out at that exact moment, right into the wall again. So he's able to hold that off. I would be full walling right now. That would be my full focus Looks like that's should be a gate, or I would like to see... Nah, pylon's okay, but I would like to see a cyber. A cyber is what's going to get a lot of health quickly, but even still, totally well done. He's maintained the full wall. The Oracle is out, and it's been energy recharged as well, so he's going to be able to take care of all of these lings, provided he's able to keep this wall up. That's the most important thing in a situation like this. It's unfortunate that your warp gate might go down. Your gate's going to go down. Lings can stream into the main at this point. There is no second Oracle yet. It is just being produced now. So this Oracle, you know, even though it does have the energy to take care of this, this is still a force that can take out a lot of probes. Unfortunately, he's going for the pylon. I don't believe that's the right call there. Zehreela behind this is full walled again. Absolutely amazing job done there. I would continue to keep walling. I wouldn't even take this out of zap mode. I would keep that there and then send it across. This needs to be re-walled. It's not going to be. Now there's some more lings, and this is a huge wall now. You really have to take care of this. There's just going to be tons and tons of lings streaming across, while two are just kind of sitting there, ironically. Yeah, this is a dangerous situation. I mean, he's evacuating the main. He's pulling everything out of there and going to the natural. He needs to re-wall. He is going to re-wall. The second Oracle has been denied by killing that pylon, and the full wall has been reestablished again. So this, it doesn't have a lot of health, but it should be enough to get that Oracle over there and deny these lings. They need to be hitting the gates as well. Like I mean, getting in a position like this with your lings, you know, you're in a bad situation when that's happening. So honestly, well done by Zehreela to be able to crisis manage there and get that full wall back up and running again. Even energy recharging his Oracle one more time. Zehreela getting it done with one Oracle and a bit of crisis management. Absolutely textbook defense in this PvZ. Well done to him. And yeah, GG's. Join the Discord, guys, and let's do some fun events. I don't know, on the weekend. Let's go. Okay, bye.